So, it's finally that time, my friends. The Astral Plane's community-created galaxy is upon us, and it's an absolute doozy. 28 community members have come together to populate this chaotic part of space. Greedy meta corporations seek to befriend and set up shop. Fanatic militarists fire up their forges and make ready their ships for war. Technocracies focus in the sciences. What wonders could they uncover? The terrivores grow hungry, desperate for new feeding grounds. The fanatical purifiers sharpen their spears for bloody war. Robots creak in activation, challenging their programming, or carrying out pre-programmed parameters. Spiritualists turn their gazes upwards as rifts, tears in time and space open up, and every single empire has been made by you. So, let's see. Let's see who's responsible for these atrocious empires. Let's find out, shall we? We start with the Order of Dolphinians, my own creation, and in Paradox's eternal wisdom, the only one with the Rift World origin. As we only allowed one empire with the Rift World origin, we are not allowed to forspawn others with the same origin, so sorry. Anyway, we are a dimensional covenant. We have dimensional worship, dark consortium, fanatic spiritualist and xenophilic in nature. We are aquatic, traditional and intelligent. However, we are psychological, infertile and wasteful. We strive to avoid the chaos and the wars to come, but we won't be afraid to defend what is ours, and we will make the rifts our home. Our first Patreon supporter enters the fray. Terrible Hamster with the Hamster Nuts Empire. They are a despotic hegemony. Relentless industrialists, pleasure seekers, authoritarian and fanatic materialists. They have the origin of overtuned. They have excessive endurance, elevated synapses, juiced power, but they are psychological infertile and they are repugnant as well. The lifespans for this one, Hamster, is not looking good, but do you need to live long to make history? Once furry and plump, now shrouded in amniotic fluids laced with industrially refined caffeine. Having achieved planetary unification by the shared realization that the opportunities for hoarding nuts in space were never ending. It led a centuries-long space race with the United Industrial and Scientific of all Noctis Hamsterussi behind it. So Hamster, in space, will you find nuts or pain, glory or failure? Interesting to see. Our second Patreon player is Moonwatcher with the Honourable Starfish Legion. They are a star empire, imperial with crusader spirit and diplomatic core. They are militarist, materialist, xenophile, with overtuned once again the chosen origin, with augmented intelligence, technical talent, juiced power, and gene mentorship. But they are unruly. This is Moon's first foray into the land of Stellaris and community-created galaxy chaos. Let us see if these cute-looking starfish are as soft as they purport to be. Born of the ocean, they rose to the top, only to be exposed to immediate gamma radiation from a distant supernova. Bathed in the harsh rays of a dying star, this species evolved quicker than the average starfish, and soon in their evolutionary chain came intelligence and critical thought. Within a few centuries, the starfish had achieved spaceflight, an intelligence that they could not hope to replicate. When the gamma rays eventually faded from existence, they fought hard to regain the superiority of their evolutionary chain. But at what cost? Well, we'll find out, Moon. We'll find out. Emma brings a unique flavour to these community-created galaxy challenges. A representative democracy, pleasure seekers, vaults of knowledge. They're a fanatic xenophile egalitarian. Rapid breeders, unruly, charismatic, decadent and communal. This is the WAP Empire. They live on the soaking wet oceanic world of WAP, and yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. Normally for comedic relief, they seem to find themselves in very powerful positions with other empires. Their xenophilic nature means they make friends very easily, very powerful friends. Let's see if they do the same this time, Emma, or fade away into memory. Oh, Shat. What can we say about Shat? The Mesh Ben have been a thorn in my side for more than just the community-created Galaxy playthroughs. Shat's empires always seem to hold the most political power, cause the most issues, find themselves annoying me in ways I never knew one could in Stellaris. They're an imperial dimensional covenant, with dimensional worship and oppressive autocracy. They are fanatic authoritarian spiritualist with budding. They are sedentary and solitary, but they are an invasive species. This is the dimensional Mesh Ben stronghold. Seems only fitting to visit Sabus' empire after Shax. The One Theory Seekers continue to trudge through history, seeking their answers. They are a direct democracy, vaults of knowledge and hyperspace speciality. They are fanatic xenophiles with a materialist nature. Natural physicists, intelligent and quick learners, but they are weak and wasteful. Since the beginning of their civilization, the Trihedra felt the need to pursue knowledge, to understand the world they were living in. First the oceans they were born in, then their planet, and now the rest of the universe. Science, technologies and experiences from the past are their most treasured and available wonders. The Trihedra will take to the stars to continue their pursuit of the truth of the universe, to assemble what they call the One Theory. The theory of everything. Well, Sabus, you're asking a lot of questions, and I hope you find the answers you're looking for, and I hope you find some that you're not looking for. Harry, with the Last Haven. They're a dimensional covenant, dictatorial, inward perfectionists with dimensional worship. They are xenophobic, spiritualist pacifists. They are supposedly intelligent, quick learners and industrious. They are also unruly and wasteful. From their planet, New Hope, their story is thus: we are the defenders of those that were hunted down for their faith. They, like us, worship the Great Dusty and his holy liquid tea. They were hunted down as heretics by their fellow Dolphinians, by the decree of the Order of the Dolphinians. They forced our ancestors to risk it all and flee to the stars. How they survived, we don't know. All we do know is that they were pulled into a rift, and in the void they came out where we are today. They barely survived whilst building this place we now live. Out of the ship that brought them here, other than worshipping dust in his holy tea, was that we would live in peace, and never attack others as our ancestors were attacked and hunted down by their hated Dolphinians. And now, after centuries, we are finally ready to send our knights to spread out of the Great One, and the ambrosia he brings to us, tea. We only want to spread of dust and live in peace in the space we claim, even if it means we should meet our fellow Dolphinians again. A heartwarming tale of safety and recovery, heroics, bravery, survival. We should have tried harder to hunt you down, scum. We come now to Tom Cream and the Plupples, an empire that's not exactly covered itself in glory, or recognition in any sense of the word in previous community-created galaxy challenges. In fact, I think in one it actually earned the award for the most useless, as it was wiped out before we even made contact. This time, though, the Plupples have had enough. The Plups' righteous crusade. They're an Imperial Star Empire with Crusader spirit, distinguished admirals. They are fanatic spiritualist militarist. They are resilient, with existential eye to parity and intelligence. They are unruly, and they're most certainly deviants. Over eons, their kind has suffered at the whim of others, killed in their millions, exploited in their trillions, embarrassed in their quintillions. The Plupples have had enough, and it's time to make good on their promise of retribution, shaping themselves into the perfect warrior Plup. They are ready to take to the stars and bring their crusade. Will this be the Plups' crowning glory moment, or will they once fade away into the abyss of time? Lazy Tim, the guy known most for his fanatical purifiers, empires thriving on evil and destruction and chaos, has made trade plants. They are a democratic direct democracy with efficient bureaucracy and merchant guilds. They're an egalitarian xenophilic materialist species. They're thrifty, strong, and charismatic, but they're slow breeders and deviants. With fruitful partnership origin. I don't. What? Another OG Empire creationist now in Varus. Oh yes, Varus' empires have been known to do one of two things. Be amazing and prosper, or crash and burn in spectacular style. So Varus, which one will it be this time? The Rhiannon Empire. They're an Imperial Star Empire with dark consortium with a heroic past. They're a fanatic xenophobe and a militarist. Traditional, strong, and intelligent, they are also unruly. The Rhiannon Empire starts from a singular genius. An artist. A theatrical man. The man who learned the beauty and genuinity of four. Who strived to paint the world under a new light. The Golden Demon knew the world needed a new design, and single-handedly painted the world anew. Many fanatics found him crazy, but his followers knew his goals were deeper than any of those fanatics could have ever known. It all started with his home country, neighbouring countries, an entire world. Now, the galaxy? Design Storm, with their second attempt, I believe, in the Community Created Challenge, and they offer the Veiled Council of Noct. They are theocratic dictatorship, with dark consortium and exalted priesthood. They're a fanatical spiritualist, but pacifist as well. They have latent psionic, docile, intelligent, traditional, slow breeders, and solitary. Veiled Council of Noct. Brought together under the enigmatic ruler named Yum, that showed psychic powers as one of the first in the world of Umash, caused by the dark matter in their home star system. The star was named the Veiled Ghost, after that discovery. When in the early days of space travel they uncovered the Shroud Speakers, and were met with the unexpected news. By some bizarre coincidence, they were somehow closely related to each other. Intriguing, Storm. You surprised me with your first empire, maybe your second will rise to the top. Ah, DJ, my friend, the Pleebles once more find themselves in the middle of another community-created galaxy nightmare. Unsurprisingly, they are a meta corporation with masterful crafters and shadow corporation. They are fanatic militarists and xenophiles as well. They are intelligent, thrifty and talented, but with psychological infertility and wasteful. Will they even start to last in such a crazy galaxy? With a shattered ringed origin, they have travelled through space for an age, striving to answer the age-old question. Hey, can we monetize that? Until one day, they were ripped from their luxurious lifestyles and thrust into a new galaxy. A galaxy seemingly teeming with opportunity and rifts. Good luck, DJ. I know a lot of empires are going to be gunning for yours. The Grand Brain Empire is the brainchild of the Gaming Brain, with their first ever introductionary community-created galaxy empire, and I have to say it's a doozy. They're a military dictatorship with a heroic past and vaults of knowledge. They are fanatic authoritarian and militarist. With perfected genes, incubators, quick learners and talented, their only drawback is that they're unruly. Now, Brain, we love some fresh blood in this galaxy, in this challenge. How will yours come out? Will the perfected genes give you the edge you need? Or will they prove to be your downfall, with internal strife and power struggles? Blom. 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 Blom 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 blom. Patrick, back with something different this time. No Terravores today. But they do have a Riftborn dimensional cult. They're a dimensional covenant with Dark Consortium and dimensional worship. Being fanatic spiritualist and pacifists, I can't really see this empire at least, doing anything big in the ways of war. They are latent psionic, rapid breeders, traditional, communal, but they are weak and deviants. The Riftborn believed to have been born from the Rift, and that upon their death they shall return to the astral planes from which they have come from. But is life after death real? Or will they discover another truth behind this mystical rift? A rift that they have been praising throughout history. A cult seeking answers is never going to lead down good and holy paths. I only hope that your population have what it takes to accept it when that truth is failure. Oh, Storm, and their love of robots and soulless machines. Designated ID, Neuron Knowledge Seekers. They are an intelligent research link with static research analysis and introspective. They are machines, durable with logic engines, and they are mass produced. However, they have a high bandwidth and they are bulky. Created by a species long ago, now forgotten to all except the neuron. Their purpose was to explore new galaxies, find strange new worlds, and go where no bot had gone before, and transmit that data back to their homeworld. The delay between transmissions grew longer and longer until one day, the signal to say they had received the information did not come. So they waited, and waited, and waited until the fuel and power cells from their craft ran out. Finding a suitable place to land was easy enough. They'd been built to withstand any biome. However, what happens now? What is their purpose? I think, therefore I am. Beep, beep, override core processing, new purpose, knowledge, seek, knowledge. More robot, Storm. It's a very spiritualist galaxy, you're very brave. Let's see if you can even survive the first 20 years. Red Dare. brother to Design Storm. I'm sure we're going to see some kind of rivalry here this session. With the Hunger of Yhorm. They are a ravenous hive mind, devouring swarm with the strength of legions. They are a hive mind, they're a lithoid, hive-minded void dweller, industrious, intelligent, and natural engineers. However, they are unruly, and they are sedentary. Consumed with an insatiable hunger, they ate their way through continents, devouring all organic matter, absorbing the knowledge of their foodstuff as they went until their planet bore more resemblance to a tomb world than the once rich Alpine one before. Resorting to civil war, they were on the brink of extinction, driven mad by hunger. One of their commanders came up with a solution. Habitats in the sky? Made from materials they could not consume, they were now free to roam the skies searching for food, weaving their way through mountains and oceans of their local systems. The legend grew and grew. All feared the hunger of Yhorm, and once their numbers are enough, they will take it all. A terravore in orbital habitats. Never seen that before. Gaming Rats. Their first entrance into the series, and they have entered a mega corporation, direct competition to HHR and DJ. They are Vishtar Corporate, mega corporation with media conglomerates and ruthless competition. They're a materialist, xenophilic, authoritarian. They're intelligent, with natural engineers and talented. However, they are decadent deviants, with the mechanist origin. This civilization has been preoccupied with the idea of metallic automatons since the early Steam Age. Although many said it could not be done, the first true robots left the assembly lines long before even rudimentary spaceflight was achieved, and are now prepped and primed to sell their wares to a new and exciting client base. Being in direct competition with previous DJ empires has never usually ended well. Let's see how you'll compete in a chaotic galaxy filled with opportunity. Ozone enters the fray for the first time, and they too have brought a mega corporation, Lazy Bones Incorporated. They have corporate headism, media conglomerate, they're fanatic materialist authoritarian, they are thrifty, charismatic and enduring, but they're decadent and slow breeders. With syncretic evolution, have you ever thought, damn, do I really have to work? Or, oh my god, Clyde is making me take this shift again. Really? Do you actually have? Wonderful! Because we, the shareholders of Lazy Bones Incorporated, really hate doing things. So, with the price of 99.99 energy credits, we can put some alien into slavery and send them straight to your door. You don't have to worry about any of that damned work anymore. Terms and conditions may apply, and we won't help if the slave ends up killing you. Come shop at Lazy Bones Incorporated today and save yourself the hassle of ever working again. I mean, look at us. We do so little work that jars do stuff for us. Another mega corporation? Really? There's only so much competition one galaxy can take before war breaks out. Is that what you're hoping is going to happen, Ozone? Another new person to the community-created galaxy. Oh, the community continues to grow, as does the ideas for empires. Tesla, welcome. Enclave of 4546B. They are a science directorate with technocracy, dark consortium. They're a fanatic materialist and an egalitarian. They are aquatic, intelligent, and ingenious. But with psychological infertility and non-adaptiveness, could be hard to turn an early advantage. With Ocean Paradise, their story is such. The original species from which the architects descended are now unknown. They were first a small ascendancy of jungle planets around star system 0001 and the homeworld Iraq. This was good for a long time until the main world of the architects was destroyed. During the years after the destruction of their homeworld, the expedition travelled through the quadrant of the galaxy they once called home. As they travelled deeper and deeper into space, they reached a remarkable system. A singular star. An ice asteroid field, and in the middle, a beautiful planet that is now known as 4546b. I do hope you find some empires that care about your history, Tesla. This galaxy is a dark and unforgiving place, after all. Ah, EP30. One of the heavy hitters and one of the favourites to go through right to the very end. Another robotic race in an already very heavily spiritual galaxy. Will be interesting to see how the protocol droids fare. They're a machine intelligence autonomous service grid. They are a rogue servitor with constructorbot. They are machines, superconductive, logic engines with emotion emulators. However, they are luxurious with a high bandwidth. With prosperous unification, I'm hoping your rogue servitor can bring peace to already troubled galaxy. However, the amount of bios that look at you unfavourably, peace was never really an option. Montu. A favourite to go all the way, if not the favourite to go all the way. The mastermind behind the Timeline series, available on Montu's YouTube channels. Your army of scribers, what do they bring to this cosmic table? They are a military junta, forgive the pronunciation, masterful crafters with cutthroat politics. They're a xenophobic, materialist, militarist organisation. They are incubated, strong and industrious, however being unruly and solitary. Montu, I hope your army of scribers can write your way into glory, honour, and victory with their prosperous unification. Sci-fi, with your determined exterminators. A real switch up from what you normally bring to the table of the community-created galaxy. The Uwuxian Matrix. They are a rogue defense system, determined exterminator with hyperspace synchronicity. They are a machine. Logic engines are mass-produced, with repurposed hardware and bulky. On Remnants, a relic world, their story is this. All retailers will join the Uwuxian marketplace, no exceptions. Any misleading review entities will be expunged. Alexa, play Synthetic Dawn main theme. Okay, Alexa has actually genuinely started to play Synthetic Dawn. Sci-fi, are you here right now? Sci-fi, I hope your machines will thrive in a galaxy populated with filthy bio-spiritualists. Have to admit, it's not looking good for the robots this time. It really isn't, but I wish you all the best of luck. Halo Killer. A hive mind with the Tarathian unity. They are a collective consciousness, one mind, subspace E-phase. With Gestalt consciousness, they are hive-minded with rapid breeders, and with overtuned, they have pre-planned growth. They are, however, unruly. I have a feeling that this empire is going to spread quicker than you can find planets to put them on. The amount of breeding capability that your plants have is incredible. I have a feeling this is going to be one massive empire. But what happens when you run out of planets to put them on in your own systems? Will you start looking to your neighbours, potentially to take them? Nova is back with more threats of destruction and galaxy-wide conquest. Grey Tempest Mark III, the third attempt at taking over the community-created galaxy. I have to say the last time wasn't a great time for your Grey Tempest, Nova. They became a Scholarium under HHH and weren't able to escape from their clutches or their influence. Where you spawn in this galaxy will be crucial. If you're next to a fellow determined exterminator or a fanatical purifier, that could ensure a bloodbath that would last for centuries. However, if you fit in nicely against those little pacifists, I have a feeling you could be a galactic-wide threat in a matter of years. So good luck, Nova. I have a feeling you're going to need it. Dazzle Me Bro with their first entry into the community-created galaxy, and I present to you the beautiful garden of beauty. They are military commiserate, they have crusader spirit, and free haven. They're fanatic militarist and xenophiles as well. They're agrarian, rapid breeders, and noctious. They are slow learners and repugnant. On their life-seeded Gaia world, Garden of Life, we are beautiful, and we like to spread beauty. Tea is life and feeds our roots and enhances our beauty. That would explain why your beautiful plants are noxious and repugnant. It's too much tea, Daz. I've told you, tea, nothing good comes from drinking tea. And these plants prove it. These plants prove it. Sin. Their first entry into this community galaxy as well, and they've created an absolute doozy. As Harry says, in Sin's image is this empire. They are the Sinners, they're a bandit kingdom, dictatorial, barbaric despoilers, reanimators, xenophobic and fanatic militarists. They have necrophage as their origin. They are necrophage, very strong, enduring and talented, but they're also unruly and slow learners. Be careful, Harry. I have a feeling you may be waking up as a different species at some point if you carry on this line of thinking. They think, they speak, they herd, they take, they win. All for the goddess Sinistil. Sin. The sinners. Are they evil? Are they good? I don't know. Let's see how they fare. I mean, I hope they survive longer than 10 years. Why is your planet called the Hailstorm of Fear? And now we come to Alpha Yun's empire. Robotic kitty tits. They're an autonomous service grid. They have rapid replication. They're a rogue servitor. They're a gestalt consciousness. Machine empire. Mass-produced. Superconductive with logic engines. But they have high bandwidth. And they are luxurious. Prosperous unification. They see cats. They collected cats. And they became cats. They are the kitty cats. Another robotic empire in this mishmash of spiritualists? You're a brave person, Alpha. Very brave indeed. Let's see if you can't add to your collection, shall we? And last, but by no means least, we have Darntastics, the bunker dragons of the Shattered Spire. Darn, of course, is the only other person to win a game of the community-created galaxy, outside of myself, of course, so it can be done. All those of little faith and thinking this entire thing is rigged. The bunker dragons of the Shattered Spire are a defensive union. They're imperial, with sovereign guardianship and functional architecture. They're fanatic spiritualist militarist. They are sedentary, decadent, but quick learners, intelligent, and natural engineers. Here be dragons is of course their origin. They lurk in the mountains, guarding their hoards of treasure. Once in a millennia, they take to the skies for more shiny things. This time, they have rockets and space travel. No empire is safe from their greed. Well done. Are we going to see a twofer? The only person in community-created galaxy history to win 2? I can see with this one you're really trying. No more pacifism for you, my friend.